Hey guys, Jaws of Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. So, here he is in his truck mode, specifically a Cybertron in truck mode, because, I mean, where on earth are you going to find something like this? I don't know, I guess Elon Musk has got, his random Cybertrucks, whatever those are called. Which don't look much different from this, so I guess we're progressing towards that here on Earth, so yeah. So anyways, now before we take a look at Prime, let's take a look at the packaging. So here it is, and yeah, so this is a kind of a historic figure, sorta. I mean, it's not really anything big, but it is the first Transformers 1 character to get a figure released in the Studio Series. So yeah. And so far there's only one other character coming, at least that's been revealed, and that is Megatron. He was revealed during San Diego Comic-Con just a few weeks ago. But he doesn't come until probably about fall, I'd say. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, here's the packaging. So here's a render of Prime. That's a really cool looking render, I'd say. Optimus Prime, he is number 112. Transformers, this right here, we have the Transformers 1 logo, and also right up here. On this side, you have an up-close shot of that same render of Prime on the front. 112 Studio Series Deluxe Class. And on this side here, you have an About logo, and of course, a more zoomed out shot of Prime. And this is an authentic Transformers figure, so it's not bot changers or whatever. I'm just making up some random KO sounding name. But yeah, anyways, up here, big screen inspired. The name of the backdrop is Metropolis of Iacon. Here's some product shots of Optimus. Here he is in robot mode, and here he is in truck mode. 25 steps to convert. Here's a little bio, and here's a little shot of Prime with the Matrix. We'll show that off later on. Backdrop included. All this right down here. And here's the bottom of the box, and that is pretty much it for the packaging. So, yeah, let's bring Prime right back into frame. And yeah, this is definitely one I was quite interested to get when as soon as he was first revealed, just a few months back. So I thought he looked really, really clean. I mean, and not just robot mode, but even here in alt mode. I mean, yeah, he's not that clean, but it kind of is, but not 100%. But definitely in robot mode, I mean, he looks really nice. So, but yeah, anyways, to get a close-up look here. Yeah, it's Prime in truck mode, and yeah, as you can see, the Matrix bleeding through. But yeah, anyways, let's take a look at other things. So yeah, here's the front grille, really nice details. Only complaint, I don't know why they decided to go with this kind of tan for the parts that should be gray, because on the mainline Deluxe, aka Prime Changers Optimus, they did get it right, as you can see right there. But it doesn't bother me as much as it does, a lot of other reviewers and Transformers fans alike, but still, that's just so kind of a bit odd, I'd say. But yeah, you do see his arms right here. They do a good job of hiding that, so that's one complaint I do have with this truck. Yeah, from the top, it just looks like a folded down robot almost. Especially from the bottom, you can see the legs visibly, and yeah, what a one. You do get clear blue plastic for the wheels, and you also do have some wheels right here, and yeah. So anyways, here's the back, probably the most cleanest. Well, I guess the front does look clean too, but you definitely see how clean it looks here in the back. It's not like the old Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime, with all the junk in the back. Which, by the way, if you saw my recent toy hunt video, you will have seen that I found a Power of the Primes Optimus Prime at Target. Not just like one, but there's like multiple. And I know I'm not the only one, because I have, a lot of friends online stuff that have found him, and I've seen on TFW 2005 that he's been showing up, so it's definitely not a mistake. It's definitely Hasbro doing it for, I guess, the 40th anniversary Transformers, because they're, I guess that's just what they're doing, just reissuing past figures, which I think is cool. But anyways, back to this. Yeah, I do like the little mechanical detail here. And yeah, this overall looks pretty nice. So yeah, anyways, now for accessories, well, he does got smokestacks right here. You can remove those, I think, yeah. So that looks like it'll look the same with this one. And yeah, and he does have like this kind of, well, these are definitely supposed to be like blasters of some kind, but this is only for this mode. Like, you cannot store this really anywhere in robot mode. But yes, maybe you can, but it's not really good if I have tried it. So yeah, that's supposed to be there. It's kind of that. But last but not least, probably the coolest accessory here. He does come with his axe, his Energon axe, and I'd say I like this a lot better than the Prime Changers one, because I mean, well, I do like how it is painted plastic, even though it makes more sense to be clear plastic here since it's, you know, Energon. The thing with that one is they decided to have his fingers molded onto it, so it really can only be used for one hand, which I think is kind of dumb. Because I mean, I will say it is cool, like when you put it on his right hand stuff. Like, I mean, that's the idea, but now that just kind of makes it obsolete for the other hand. So if you put it on, then his thumb will be where it's not supposed to be and stuff. And yeah, so at least with this one they didn't pull that stunt, so that's good. But yeah, you can definitely tell, you know, this is kind of, these two molds right here give you the idea of how the axe is going to look like in the movie. Oh, this won't focus, but because these two do look similar. It's obviously, you know, one is clear plastic, the other's just not clear plastic, I suppose. Yeah, pretty nice. I do like how this one has like little ridges and stuff and more bits of details, but I think overall I prefer this one. But yeah, anyways, for storage now, so what you want to do here is split apart the legs a bit, and there's these two tabs on the other side right here, and so you just want to put this down right here. There's kind of like little slots right here on the sides of the kneecaps, and you just want to kind of insert them in both sides. Just put them like this. And then you can just tab this together like that, just make sure it's all nice and tight, and there we go. So now you can easily just tie away the axe, sort of. I mean, it's sticking up a bit, but yeah, I'd say it's definitely much better storage than on the mainline one, because that one, it just goes like right in the top, and it looks pretty ugly. So I guess that's good. But yeah, so anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Here is with the mainline Optimus, and yeah, definitely you can definitely see which is the better of the two. This one, not just kidding. No, this one definitely takes the cake. I mean, this one's not too bad, but you know, this one looks more like a leader or whatever. This looks a bit just generic. This looks like, you know, literally the leader of the Autobots. So you definitely get more of that sort of feel there, and it looks more organic, I'd say. Oh, of course it's not focusing, but yeah. There is that. So, yeah, now anyways, for the transformation, you just want to, well, of course, split this apart, get the axe out. And then, so yeah, you just want to remove this piece right here. Boo, parts forming, yeah, whatever. But, yeah. Just detach this, and so then what you're going to want to do is you want to lift up the hand. It's a bit tight in here. You just want to lift up from this post and do the same thing on this side. It's pretty tight. I made sure to put it in nice and firmly. There you go. So yeah, then after that you just want to split apart the legs like that, and then just you want to swing around this piece right here, and then I'll go right there, and just do the same thing right here. And there we go. Then just flip up the toes like that, and then you're just going to straighten out legs like this, and there you go. So now we got the lower half done. So great. And then after that, you just want to bring down this panel, and you'll see a familiar head in there. And so then you're just going to bring this up, and then rotate this around, and then bring it down, and hey, there he is. There's the man. Start of the show. So, and yeah, so then after that, you just want to untab the shoulders from right here, and just bring this all up and down like that. And then you're just going to kind of have the shoulder pieces overlap this right here with the section with the mushroom peg. So you're just going to kind of firmly get in there. It's a bit tough, but we'll do it. There we go. And there's that. This goes right around. And then obviously next, just rotate around the smokestacks like this. And then after that, you're just going to flip in the panel, which is what was the truck grill. And then after that, there's like these two slots right here that these tabs will go into. Now unfortunately, they don't like stay in; they just kind of sit there. It's a bit odd, but okay. So yeah. And then after that, you're just going to rotate around the abdomen. And finally, you're just going to swivel down the roof of the truck and just put it down. I don't think there's any tabs or connections. It just kind of sits down here. So I guess we'll do that. And finally, just bring down this waist section right here. Just kind of click it down like that. And once you've got that all done, there you guys have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And yeah, I gotta say, you know, he looks really nice. Definitely a step up from the mainline Deluxe, or Prime Changer as they brand it. But you know, this just looks, you know, 10 times better in my opinion. I mean, it's not even like the Prime Changer was even that bad to begin with. I'm just saying, like, that was a decent figure, but this right here, this is the good stuff. So, yeah. Anyways. Let's take a close-up look at that sculpt. Really, really nice. It's like perfect, yeah, especially if you look at the renders for his character. And yeah, there's all this right here. It's kind of like a metallic paint almost right here, similar to the non-painted plastic. So I will give them credit there, Hasbro. You know, at least they were consistent with the colorization. And then I do like the little yellow paint right there. And all this right down here. Got yellow for the very, very short end of the toes. Yeah, also kind of tan paint right here on the other sides of the lower legs. And no gaps, no hollow bits, no nothing. So that's a plus. And yeah, so anyways, now for articulation, head is on the ball joints. So you can get movement side to side. Realistically, a full 180. His head can move up all the way up that way because it has to for transformation purposes. And his head can look down that far. So unfortunately, not really down, but down enough, I guess. He does have shoulder movements. You know, he can rotate his arm full 180, although this roof section gets in the way, and unfortunately, because of how this all works, this section right here does kind of hinder this. So if we're trying to get this through, I'll have to kind of move it out a bit and then do that. And because of all this, he kind of does have a bit of a butterfly joint for both shoulders, so I guess that's a win. And shoulders can move outwards as far. Unfortunately, he has the hot rod syndrome, I guess I like to call it now, because if you don't know, basically in a lot of hot rod figures, it's like this with the shoulder movements, where it instead of having a more natural shoulder move up, it just kind of does this where like the whole arm goes right above where it's supposed to. So again, I get why it had to be like this, but it's just a bit ugly, especially if you have him T-posing. Yeah, that's what's very noticeable. He does have bicep swivel for both arms, of course, and then a bend at the elbow. He does have a wrist swivel, so that's definitely one up against the mainline Deluxe, or again, Prime Changers. I'm just going to call it mainline Deluxe. He does have a waist swivel, or it's more of an abdomen swivel if you ask me. So I guess he has that, even though, well, I guess he can swivel around your abdomen a bit, but that's not this far. I mean, if it goes this far, you probably need to see a doctor. That's gonna hurt a lot. But yeah, but nothing to get the actual waist, so this kind of substitutes it. And you can kick up the legs pretty far. Oh, and this waist piece comes up. So yeah, if you want to get more movement, you'll just have to bring this up. Hopefully his nudes aren't being shown. And there you go. So you just got that right there, and you can move this back that far, and you can move this outwards this much. So yeah, he does have, let's all fix this up, it's all a mess. He does have a bend at the knee, and there's also a swivel movement right here. Ankles do pivot quite a bit, and the toes can move back and forth. So yeah, really nice articulation for this being just a Deluxe. Definitely see Hasbro went all in for this guy, so which makes sense because this is literally a Studio Series interpretation of Optimus Prime. So I mean, they always gotta nail it for each one. I mean, and really they have, I'd say. So they always never cease to impress me with these SS Optimus figures, but yeah, so anyways, now for accessories, well, we already took a look at the other accessories, but let's start out with one we haven't looked at, and that is the Matrix of Leadership. So, luckily on this figure, unlike the mainline Deluxe, you can actually do a more proper opening, where the chest just goes up like this, whereas on the mainline, you had to like open it from behind and stuff, and then it was just kind of hanging in like there. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just check out my review for that Optimus figure. It's pretty odd, and the Matrix that came with just had an odd shape to it. This one's more proper. In fact, let's take a look at it right here. So yeah, here's the front. It's different compared to like the typical Matrix that Hasbro uses, but I think it works for this guy pretty well, considering he's just a Deluxe. So yeah, anyways, he just closes this up, and he can actually hold it. Wait, what? Jaws? Wait, hold up. What did you just say there? This guy can hold it, even though his hands can't open? What the heck do you mean he can hold it? Well, if you look closely at the hands, there are slits right here on kind of around the knuckles of both hands. So what you can do is just kind of bring it together. Unfortunately, because of how the shoulders are in this chest, you can't quite do it in a more normal area, so you'll have to do it kind of like down here. So if you see on the Matrix, there's like two blue clear plastic tabs on each side. So what you want to do is, this is the side that connects to much tighter, because then the other side's pretty loose. So I'll start putting it in here. So you just want to kind of nicely attach in there, and once you feel it all nice and tight, then just bring it to the other side. And yeah, on the other side doesn't stand that well. So I'll just kind of pretend it's in there, and that's kind of, oh man, it popped out, but on the box it shows it pretty well, so it should look something like this once you got it all in there. So that is nice, you can hold it, even though it's in a bit of an odd way, but still nice that you don't always have to keep it in his chest, even though it's way more secure this way. Yeah, let's just put that back in there. And yeah, anyways, yeah, of course, other accessories are smokestacks. You can hold them as guns if you want, but we'll just save time by showing a real accessory, or more important accessory to Optimus, and that is his Energon axe. So yeah, you can hold it in both of his hands, and at least again, there's no finger molding, so you can interchange which hand you want. So I'd say that's a nice bonus. But you can store it on his back. There's these little slots right here, and you can just attach this right on the back. I think it's not really fitting in. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, there you go. I guess it's just for each side, so you can have it like this, and then if you want to put it on this side, then you have to use this tab. I kind of get it now. So yeah, there's that, but I just prefer having it in his hand, because I mean, who doesn't want it in his hand? Who doesn't want the axe? And he does have this piece now. Apparently you can store it somewhere down here, but I've tried it, it doesn't really work, so yeah, we'll just kind of leave it off to the side. That's kind of like one of my only true complaints with this guy, is that it just seems a bit, out of place. But yeah, so anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with the Prime Changers Optimus, aka the mainline Deluxe. And yeah, you can definitely see a budget increase with this one, because I mean, this looks like, it just came right out of the screen almost. Whereas this one, I mean, it looks like just some random toy made for kids. A pretty good toy made for kids, but that's just what it looks like, I mean, compared to this guy. I do like, even though I think this, like, kind of shade of tan that they're using is more accurate to the screen, I do kind of still prefer this, where it's, the silver and stuff, the gray. But, nonetheless, I think you could definitely tell this one looks more, almost like a masterpiece figure compared to this. But, yeah. I mean, this one's, like, $5 more than this one, or $3. I forgot how much more, but it's definitely a huge budget increase. So, but this one's still a good figure to have. I've heard some people say you could use this as Orion packs, which, yeah, what's funny is I find odd, like, despite, like, all the Optimus Prime figures that we've been getting in this line, we haven't gotten any Orion Pax ones, despite the fact that the trailers are clearly showing that for most of the movie he'll be Orion Pax. So, like, there's no Studio Series Orion Pax, no mainline Orion Pax. I don't think even, like, those little kitty toys, as far as I see, none of those have, like an actual Orion Pax one. Now, this one's, I think it's called, like, Orion Pax / Optimus Prime, but it's clearly Optimus Prime. I mean, look at the head. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely the same design that this one's borrowing. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I still do quite like the mainline one. It's just, this one's obviously a much better figure. So yeah, that's pretty much it there for the robot mode size comparisons. And since this is a Studio Series review, we shall take a look at the backdrop. And I gotta say, whenever we get a new Transformers movie, it's always refreshing to see what the Studio Series backdrops look like, because, when you go, like, to the previous 7 movies and getting, like, tons of figures, there's a point where you realize they just keep reusing the same backdrop, especially for, like, the Cybertron characters and Bumblebee. Like, these use that same shot of Cybertron, so you just get tired of those same, like, seeing those backdrops. Even if you're someone like me who doesn't keep these, it's just boring. But this, with this being the first figure from this movie, you just get, it's all new. So yeah, here is Cybertron, or no, it's Icon, I think. Well, I think Icon is on Cybertron, it's a city, but still looks really gorgeous, I'd say. It's definitely a lot more colorful than it was in Bumblebee. Yeah, anyways, on the bottom here, you have the movie logo. You have Studio Series 112. And so we got all this right here. So yeah, so let's just bring in Prime right here. And yeah, so there's that. Honestly, it doesn't really, I mean, I don't know. He looks just too big for this backdrop, but it doesn't matter to me, because I mean, I don't keep these. But Yeah, that's just pretty much what he looks like with that backdrop. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. And yeah, I gotta say, really nice figure. Yeah, like I've seen some reviewers online saying that the mainline's one is better than this one. I have to disagree. I mean, respectfully. I mean, it's their opinion. That's them. But I don't know. This one feels a lot. Has much better quality to it. Like when I feel it, I could tell this is a quality figure. The other one, for a mainline, does feel pretty solid because that one doesn't have hollow bits or anything. But it's you can definitely tell this one the better release. I mean, just overall, not saying he's got his problems. I mean, the waist piece is a bit annoying. Like if you get in the wrong position, sometimes it'll pop off or be about to pop off. And that back piece doesn't tab in really, so it's kind of loose there. So, but I'd say overall is pretty nice. I do like articulation is great. Probably one of the best I've seen on the Deluxe. And I do like his axe much better than the main line, and the Matrix too. I mean that whole thing was executed much better in this guy. But yeah, so that's pretty much my thoughts on this guy. I mean, you basically already know my all the stuff I like and don't like about it. It's not really a lot to hate on. I mean, it's pretty nice figure, really nice. So. Yeah, so anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, and one more thing, I'm glad, at least with this figure, they're clear that this is Optimus Prime, because on the box it just says Optimus Prime, as opposed to, like, other toys where it says Optimus Prime / Orion Pax, when this clearly is him in Optimus form, so, yeah. But, yeah, so anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.